Hi everyone, welcome back to the Quarantine Journals by Alyssa, episode number 16. Today we have Austin and he's going to be talking to us about something that's pretty interesting along with playing a game, and then afterwards I'm going to be telling another funny story. So let's get right into the interview. Hi Austin. So I know you said you wanted to talk about your Facebook page, the Sideshow of Psychosis.
Yep.
So do you want to get right into that, and do you also want to talk about your logo business too, like your graphics and everything that you do?
Yep, okay. I guess, do you want me to, explain what the sideshow is?
Yeah, you can. I looked at the page. Do you do the drawings on that page, or is that something different?
I was the flatter on Sideshow of Psychosis' first issue.
Okay.
It's written by Mar Omega. He's probably gonna be listening to. Hey, what's up, Mar? So it was I was the flatter on the first. They go around the country performing freak show, circus-esque stuff.
That's cool. I was gonna say, I saw some of the drawings that were just even they were videos or the background or the cover image for the video, and all the drawings look super detailed, but it's detailed in a really, really cool way. I never knew someone could do graphics and drawings like that, because I don't really look at too many different drawings, and the paintings that I do see, they're all from Van Gogh or Mona Lisa or whatever, so they're not very detailed the way the drawings are here, and they just look awesome.
Also Mar helped out a lot with making the designs too. He was very helpful with the first issue.
Yeah, that's really cool. So do you want to go into more details as to what exactly it is, so the viewers too who don't know what this is can understand it?
It's a sideshow that goes around the country. I think they're doing anything because of the COVID. They had a con recently, they went to called Evil Expo in January. They're also working on issue 2 and looking for people to help work with it.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm not sure when they started. It seemed like they've been doing it for a long time. I've also done other stuff too with the logo, mentioned.
Okay. Do you want to talk about your logo and everything that you do for logos and graphic design?
Yep, I did a design for Johan Benendi. I had him when you had him on. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I did his logo for his business cards, and I've also done a couple t-shirt designs, band designs, tattoo designs for people also.
That's really cool. I didn't know that you did all those different types of designs. I know that in the past, from when I worked with you, helped me with my logo, but Johan never told me that you did all those other things. That's really cool.
Also worked on a project by Joshua Sloniker, one of my friends from the Hebrew school that I went to. It's still in development, and it's an anthology comic on characters reacting to COVID. I was gonna put my characters into it that I've been working on a while. I work on a web comic called Starfish and Platypus. I've been did a couple of issues, just a web comic online.
Okay, that's awesome. Is there any place that we can go to look at it if for the viewers and everyone?
I have a website called. Do you want me to spell it out? I guess.
Yeah, if you want to say it and then spell it, I can put the link in the description.
Okay, starfish-platypus comicseries.com.
Is there anything else that you want to say before? Do you want to go into the game now, or do you want to say a couple last words?
I also use Photoshop, Illustrator, Painter, and I guess all the Adobe products.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, since you said that, what Adobe products do you think are the best for you to help work with for graphics, or does it depend on what you're making or drawing?
I usually use Photoshop.
Okay.
Sometimes I use Clip Studio. Those are probably my favorite.
Yeah, I use Photoshop a lot for just photography that I do, but I've tried, I guess, drawing on Photoshop, but I'm not a good drawer at all. I tried writing as my signature, just like I could have like a watermark for my pictures. And I gave up after like maybe 5 tries, and I just found a nice text style that was already in Photoshop.
I've been using it for a while, Photoshop.
I feel like Photoshop is definitely a lot easier, like for like drawing wise too, if it's on a tablet, because you can use like a pen or a stylus. Because I was doing it on my laptop, just trying to like use like my mouse to write everything, and it was like not working out very well. So do you prefer a laptop, or do you have like a tablet or iPad or something that you use?
I use like a laptop with like a tablet. That's pretty much the way I use Photoshop, and I use Clip Studio.
I've never heard of Clip Studio. Is that also an Adobe product, or is that different?
It's different. It's another like drawing program.
Okay.
It used to be called like Mango Studio.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of that one. I didn't know it changed names. Alright, so if you want, we can start playing the game.
Okay.
Alright, so I play this game with everyone. I got it from a different podcast that I used to listen to. The game is called Master Debaters. So we basically have a topic, and we have to debate it, and then the viewers in the comment section will say whether or not they think you should win the debate, or if I should win the debate.
Okay.
So I think the topic for today, because it's Halloween, I'm going to try and keep it with like the spooky season. And because we were talking about, I guess, like we were talking about like drawing, and I know pumpkin carving is kind of like an art. So I think my topic for today will be, what do you think is the coolest design for a pumpkin?
Coolest design?
Yeah.
Probably. I guess like basic design, kind of like smiley face.
Do you want to explain why?
I guess it's just like the most familiar like design I can think of for carving a pumpkin. Sorry.
I personally like the scarier ones. So like if any design, it could be basic or it could be more like, I guess, challenging to draw. As long as it's scary, I like that, because I feel like Halloween and like pumpkin carvings, they go hand in hand. And Halloween is meant to be a scary time. So I think that as long as it's scary, I think that is a good design for pumpkin carving.
Yeah. Making like Michael Myers or like
have you seen the new, or not, I guess it's not really new anymore, but the Michael Myers movie that came out maybe like 2 years ago now?
I saw like probably the trailers, right? I didn't see like the movie.
Okay. That was my first Halloween, or like my first like scary movie that I saw in theaters, but it was such a great movie, because even though it had like some scare to it, there was a lot of comical parts to it.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
No, that's pretty much it. Glad I got the chance to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks so much for being on the show. I appreciate you reaching out.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, Alyssa.
Bye, it was great talking to you.
You too.
Thank you so much, Austin, for coming on the show. Check out the links in the description below for links to the Facebook page for the Sideshow of Psychosis, and for the website that Austin's doing with his friend, the Starfish and Platypus, and also for Austin's blog. Alright, so now it's time for the funny story. So last night I was working, and I had to Google some video in our system of Trump, because we were telling a story about Trump, how he was getting interviewed for the first time since he was out of the hospital. And the first thing I just randomly click on is Trump pardoning, and I figured, oh, okay, maybe that's like something with him in the White House. But the only thing that came up was a picture of a straight up turkey. Like, I wasn't expecting to see a turkey, and I was just like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that Trump pardons a turkey because he was president. I asked my coworker, I say to him, do you know that there's a picture of a turkey instead of Trump? And he was like, oh yeah, it's probably just because he pardons a turkey. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I feel bad for the turkey, because I didn't realize when you pardon a turkey, you don't actually kill it. So I was thinking to myself, didn't say it out loud because I don't talk politics with my coworkers, but I was thinking to myself before I knew what pardoning actually meant, that kind of sucks for the turkey. He has to meet Trump, and then Trump gets to kill him. That's a pretty sucky life of a turkey. And I thought it was pretty funny in my head, because I was just like, that'd be a good joke if a turkey actually got killed. So I thought that was funny in my head, but I didn't say it out loud because, again, politics. But that's that. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Quarantine Journals by Alyssa. Thank you again to Austin for coming on the show, playing a game, letting me interview you. And you'll hear from me again tomorrow night, same time, same place probably. I don't know where you listen to my podcast. Anyway, have a great night. Bye, everyone.